I'm supposed to look at you, right?
Yeah, look in the screen,
Yeah.
look at your camera. All right, so
Okay.
we are live and running. This is going to be take one because we never do a take two anyway. On this episode of Coffee with Clark, we're going to talk about a legendary shipping accident. You know, we've talked about logistics, but this is a shipping accident that's legendary. Gordon Lightfoot made a song of it. And for those of you who are a little bit older, you'll know that song. It's the legendary SS Edmund Fitzgerald. And when we talk about legends, well, we got to have one on the show. Mike Johnston is back with us, our in-house legend. Mike, how are you?
Hey, Clark, I'm doing well, man. I'm not a legend, at least not on this continent. Maybe in Antarctica, there's like 7 people who live there. They know me. You chose an excellent subject because the SS Edmund Fitzgerald sank 45 years ago this past week, didn't she?
Yep. It was there's a history behind it, and we just celebrated the 45th anniversary of it. And one thing about the ship too, it's another Great Lake accident. And one of the things that, I always talk about from coming from Chicago area is that when I look at a lake anywhere else, it's not a lake because I only know Great Lakes. And Great Lakes are weather makers, depths of over a mile or so in most parts. They can handle ocean carriers. So this is just one of those legendary tales that has a tragic ending, but there's just a lot of history to it. The SS Edmund Fitzgerald was a very large ship, and it carried unique types of cargo, iron, oil, coal, and such. So let's talk about that. What did you find out on this particular subject?
Well, not everybody, but most people are familiar with the song by Gordon Lightfoot. I guess we can say that. The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, which I believe came out in 1975. They called her Big Fitz, among other names. And she was going from Madison, Wisconsin to Detroit and had, like you said, iron ore. But when she was launched in 1957 or 58, I'm sorry if I'm wrong on that, but was the biggest ship on the Great Lakes and had broken records going through the locks and transversing the lakes. And real quick, one thing, like you said, Clark, they are called the Great Lakes for a reason.
They have just a amount of respect that maritime professionals have when they come out there. Even some of those who transverse oceans around the world will tell you that when they go on the Great Lake, it's a whole different experience.
It is, because to transverse Superior is, I believe, almost a 3-day journey. The Fitzgerald left, I believe, the afternoon of November the 9th. And there is a lot of truth in what Gordon Lightfoot, sings in that song. And what we've read on it is the gales of November come crashing because the, shipping on the Great Lakes ends in November because, as you know, Clark, growing up on, Lake Michigan, the lakes can freeze over. The shipping season opens again, in the springtime. So there's a lot of commerce. It's a ton of trade. It's big industry, mega money. And, the Big Fitz, she ran hard and she ran fast.
The lake, it is said, never gives up her dead when the skies of November turn gloomy. With a load of iron ore, 26,000 tons more than the Edmund Fitzgerald weighed empty.